'Twas the Night Before Christmas was, of course, based on the poem by Mr. Clement, I believe. This was a unique tale in the sense that they kind of stretched the poem a little bit, and the story became about a family that hosted a mouse family in their home, and it was a clockmaker, and Santa was mad at the town, and so on. And you'll see how the story goes here in a moment. But to read another poem based on the original poem is Mr. Christopher Walken. "'Twas the night before Christmas was a holiday production about a clockmaker named Trundle who had an idea for construction. He was friends with a mouse who lived in his home and kept track of what he did like the latest Google Chrome. I understand Google Chrome is an internet browser. It knows exactly where you've been. The town was abuzz. Santa returned their mail. The children were crying like they'd been hit by some hail. Trundle requested to speak with the mayor. He would build a big clock, a Christmas song player, which you can find on eBay for $23.50, or you can use the Buy It Now feature for $30 from user Dolly Parton Lover 74. Father Mouse wanted to find out what was the reason for Santa's big snub this Christmas season. He spoke with his son, Albert, who thought he was smart. Father Mouse grew upset, like Homer Simpson gets with Bart. The Simpsons are on Fox Sunday nights. Check your local listings for times. For Albert was the one who wrote an editorial column which made Santa quite angry, like Samwise Gamgee with Gollum. Albert made statements calling Santa a fake. You know what? I'm kind of hungry for an eggnog shake. You can purchase an eggnog shake for $3. I would pay upwards of $5, maybe $6 for one. They're that yummy to my tummy. Trundle built his clock for Santa to hear, but the clock went kabang, and Christmas Eve grew near. The mayor was sad. The mayor was mad. Trundle was sad. Albert was singing Michael Jackson's I'm Bad, which peaked at #1 in October of 1987, 2 years after the release of my movie A View to a Kill. Father Mouse scolded Albert for destroying the clock, but Albert would fix it like a surgical doc. With only minutes to spare, the mouse went to work. Midnight had passed. Oh, Albert, you jerk. I really have nothing to add to the jerk statement that was made. A few moments later, the town heard a noise. Could it be Santa and the reindeer he employs?
You see, what's interesting here is that whenever you hear Santa and a word that ends in oys, you would assume the author would use the word toys. That is not the case in this instance. And then up in the sky, like a Miley Cyrus rear end, a sleigh with 8 reindeer started to descend. With a tug of an ear, Mr. Trundle had a guest. You could tell it was Santa Claus. By the way, he was dressed. He unloaded his sack, and he ate a big cookie. Then he made a sound, like Chewbacca, the Wookiee. According to my notes, Chewbacca sounds a little like this. Arg. Arg. Huff. He looked at Trundle and stuck out his tongue, and just like that, he vanished like William Hung, who failed his audition on American Idol singing She Bangs by Ricky Martin. Mr. Trundle and Father Mouse remained under his spell. Hey, you know what? I could use some more cowbell. And that was it. Santa was gone. Trundle's clock worked. He felt like he won. The town celebrated. It was a beautiful sight. Merry Christmas to all. And to all, a very attractive woman in a costume of Rainbow Bright.